So let's talk about how similar addictions really are. You might be surprised to know that there's not as much difference between whether you have a gambling addiction, whether or not you have a food addiction, prescription drugs, heroin, cocaine, or even smoking. The reason is because they all work on the same system. It's called the brain reward system. And all that really means is that you had a pleasurable experience, and your brain keeps reminding you that it wants to have that pleasurable experience again, over and over again. And it only becomes a problem when you abuse it, or you want to, instead of having 1 or 2 drinks a day, you want to maybe have 10. And the same applies to any other addiction that we talk about. But there is a way to address these issues. One, every time your addiction comes up in this brain reward system, it stimulates your dopamine receptor. So if you think about it that way, whenever you're having the pleasurable experience, your dopamine receptors are stimulated. And even when you think about it, think about going gambling or thinking about going to pick up your substance of choice. So the way to deal with that is to have a consistent program on how you address it. Don't wait until you get this urge before you have a plan for how to deal with it. That's one way of dealing with it. Have a consistent plan and your recovery will be successful. I wrote this book, Climbing Up the Mountain, a pocket guide to addiction recovery, because it provides you with a guide and a workbook on things that you can do on a daily basis. That's a good way to get started, especially if you don't want to go away to a program or you really want to deal with this in private. You do need some type of a process for dealing with that. It's only $10, and it's a pretty short read. It's only about 55 pages or so. The other thing that you can do, if you want to address dealing with your dopamine receptor stimulation, is to use a supplement. There's a supplement that's available on Total Health Choices, totalhealthchoices.com, which is our website. And that particular supplement actually has theanine in it. It has detox capability in it. It stimulates the dopamine receptor, and it also sharpens cognition. This is an effective way of reducing your cravings. So along with your personal desire and having a plan every day, this can be very effective in eliminating your dependence on the substance that you may be depending on. At any rate, because addiction can be serious, make sure your choice is to not do nothing. Make sure your choice is to actually take action and do something. Talk to you soon.